Hi, I'm Madeline Faber, Managing Editor of High Ground News, and I am speaking with Erica Horton. I'm really excited because Erica is the new on-the-ground editor. So she's going to be doing a lot of these Facebook Live interviews from now on, but that's just one part of her job. She is going to be embedded in Orange Mound starting next week, right?
Next week, I will be working out of the Orange Mound Community Center on Park.
And so in this role, Erica will be meeting with residents, attending neighborhood events, and producing a large amount of stories just about the historic neighborhood of Orange Mound. And so what attracts you to Orange Mound? It's such a vibrant neighborhood.
So Orange Mound, for a lot of people, when you grow up in Memphis, when you're like born and raised in Memphis, there are lots of parts of Memphis that you just know about, like it's just in the back of your mind. And I think Orange Mound is one of those neighborhoods. I think there are neighborhoods like Orange Mound and like downtown that people like they just don't go to because they just know about it.
Yeah,
like,
it's just not part of their map.
It's just not part of the map. You
Yeah.
tend to like stick to the places and people that you know. So anytime that you get an opportunity to really explore an area and get to know it is like super exciting. And I'm also excited because, again, like growing up in Memphis, being from Memphis, there are things that you just know. So knowing that it is a historically Black neighborhood is really exciting for me too. So I get to learn a little bit more about the history of the city by focusing on this like smaller.
Right, which is so important to Memphis overall.
Yeah.
So you will open your office next Monday in the Orange Mound Community Center. And what if people wanted to drop by and visit with you, when could they do that?
So my office hours are Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 8 a.m. to noon, and Tuesdays and Thursdays from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m.
Okay, cool.
Yes.
And so
I'm very open and available. Please come by and see me and give me all of your story ideas.
So what are some ways that you will go about gathering stories about Orange Mound? And what are some ways that you might attempt to write about the challenges that this neighborhood faces?
So just in some preliminary research, going to some of the Orange Mound events, talking to some of the more well-known people in Orange Mound has really helped so far with getting some initial story ideas. So, but I think one of the cool things about on the ground and being embedded in the neighborhood is being able to go out every day and say, okay, I'm here. Let me literally walk out of my office, walk outside, walk around,
see what's going on,
talk to people, like go to these events that, you know, maybe other people can't go to or they maybe haven't heard of, like really introduce myself to the people of the neighborhood. And so one thing that we do as High Ground News and with the On the Ground Project is host those community meetings and ask people, you know, like what's going on.
Right.
So I'm really, really interested to see how those turn out for me.
Yeah.
I think just meeting a couple of people just last week, everyone in Orange Mound seems very outspoken and everyone has a story to tell and everyone has left their mark in some way. So I think it'll be easy to get some initial ideas. I think the challenge will be diving a little deeper and getting into those topics that might make people uncomfortable.
Okay.
But I think that's, again, part of the beauty of being embedded is like making yourself a known face and being able to say, hey, I'm here. I'm going to be here for a while. Like, open up to me.
Right. So tell us a little bit about your background. You said you're from Memphis. What area are you from?
I am from South Memphis. My grandma's house is on Manchester, and everyone in my family went to Alcee Elementary School at some point.
Really?
Literally everyone. My cousins, my aunts, my mom. And so, and we have a couple of houses that are over there, a couple on Manchester. And so that's where I'm from. And then my mom moved to Southeast Memphis, but we always visited South Memphis for like holidays and things like that. But I went to White Station High School, and I went to the University of Memphis and graduated with a bachelor's in journalism in 2014. From there, I just kind of kept the freelance door open.
Right.
That's how I met you.
Yeah.
And learned about High Ground. And in my spare time, like when I wasn't doing freelance work, I was doing PR work or you know, making it.
Sure.
So.
Okay, great. And what is one of your favorite things about living in Memphis?
I find something new about Memphis often.
Mm-hmm.
Like, even if it's something that you've always heard, when you actually go out and see what the big deal is about that particular thing that you're supposed to know, or that person that you're supposed to know, that neighborhood you're supposed to know, this event that you're supposed to have gone to because it's annual, there's always something to do.
Mm-hmm.
I hate when people say there's nothing to do.
Yeah.
There's plenty of things to do if you really, put yourself out there, and if you look, or if you just like have a conversation with someone. So I think that's one of my favorite things. I recently discovered actually this place called The Den.
Oh, in the Edge District on Marshall?
Yes. I started going to their like spoken word nights on Mondays. Mm-hmm. And I just love it so much.
Yeah.
I know I'm like super embarrassed.
Why are you embarrassed? We should go together.
We should go. I mean, I've gone every Monday for a couple of weeks now, and I love it. And I just feel, I guess I'm embarrassed because I was like, how long has this been here? And why have I not been before? And it's amazing. So I think that's my favorite.
Like that in Memphis.
Yeah. My favorite new discovery.
So if people want to get acquainted with Erica's work, we've just published a great story of hers about New Life shoe repair, where you'll learn a lot about what some might consider a dying trade. And you can also follow her on Twitter and Instagram at...
My Twitter is Erica H20. I spell my Erica with the C, in case you're wondering.
Okay.
And my Instagram is ER Horton. My High Ground email is erica@highgroundnews.com.
And y'all can swing by Orange Mound and hopefully see her around. All right. Thanks.